we are back planning a week in April. And as you guys can see, it's a little different this time. We're starting with a base that is already down. So, you already laid the base. This is a kit from Two Lil Bees. It's called Secret Garden. And I was determined to use this kit this spring, and I was looking at my lineup and I was like, I think that I need to go ahead and use it this week, because otherwise I'm not really quite sure where I would put it, because the rest of April is like those kits can't move. So I was like kind of stuck. So I went ahead, decided to use it for this week, and I love the way this base set came out. So like I said, I did the base off camera, so what I just thought I'd do is come and talk about the base before I start to plan. So for the kit, I picked up, so the kit has your 4 pages and then the add-on sheet. So I picked up the add-on sheet as well, because it does have a couple florals on there, and then it has the extra boxes. So I'll use those. As you can see, I use the floral header and the green headers for my over my boxes. I used a lot of the deco that came inside of the kit. And then I also purchased a deco sheet as well that had deco on it, and I used a good bit of that deco as well. So you can see that with the deco, I used it up here in my header area. That's how I did my decorations. This is my first time using, I think, the cutout date covers. So, or wait, is it cutout or contour? Maybe it's contour date covers. So I was trying to, figure out how to use those, being that it's not, squared off. And I think it worked out pretty well using the deco. So that's what I did there at the top. And I really I love the boats right here, and then that. And then if you come over on this side, like, this is really my favorite. I don't know what it is about this black swan, but I love that black swan. That right there is my favorite. So this is these little gold, they are, it's not even a half scallop. It's like a kind of quarter of a scallop it was. They came on a freebie from Two Lil Bees as well. And that's where I got this little cutout golden, because it's not a box. It was on transparent matte, and it was cut out. So I just used that to outline the box there and give it a little bit of extra, zhuzh or whatever. The butterflies, of course. This is the little pergola. I think that's the name of it. I can't really remember. Or, no, not pergola. But y'all get the sense of it. And then we have the doll from Red Lyrics. So that's pretty much everything there. I kept the bottom washi. I didn't change anything from what she had with the bottom washi. And that's what we have. This is the hanging frame from Letters to Apollo. She released these in her, it was a $2 Tuesday, and so she had these little hanging frames, and so I used that there. I tried to kind of put the butterflies, like, it was supposed to be in, because this part is cut out, so it's supposed to be like kind of through there, but I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, that's what it is. What it is. So that's where we are. So let's just get ready to plan out this week. It's not a very interesting week, but it's gonna be a beautiful spread. So come on. Good morning and welcome to Voiceover Chanel. So we are getting into the plans for this week of April the 4th through the 10th. And I want to say first off that this kit from Two Lil Bees was an amazing kit. So, I mean, I love the colors. I love those florals with the purple and the yellows. I think that the sage green was a nice addition to those two colors. Very well put together. But the kit itself from Two Lil Bees, I was really impressed with. I think this is my second time using a kit from her. And this is I'm pretty sure this is the newest format that she has. So she has a 4-page kit, and then she has an add-on, like a box, kind of functional box with some florals that you can add on as well. I did pick that up along with the deco and floral edition, floral deco pages as well. So I had a lot to work with, and I actually had a lot left over. So, there's that. I tried to use a lot of things from the kit itself. There was a few things that I pulled in when it came to some foiled boxes, but most of everything, box-wise, I used from the kit. Like I said, she does provide you with like a plethora of stuff in her kit. She has a lot of layering pieces, just a lot of different things that you can use. So I really like her format, and I definitely will be back to pick up some more kits from her. I know that she is in the transition right now kind of state. She's going to ready to ship because she is pregnant. So congratulations on that, Maria. But I am looking forward to, her new releases that she will have. So, when I saw this kit, like I said, I loved those purple and yellow florals, and so I wanted to make sure that I used it this year. Like a lot of times I will buy kits, but I already kind of have an idea of, like, I'm trying to use my older kits, so I will kind of save it for the next year. But this was one that I wanted to use this year, and I'm so very glad that I did. As the quote box says, it says Hello Spring. I thought it was a beautiful spring kit. Very different, like the Secret Garden-ish type of feel of it is not something that I feel like we've had recently. So really, when I saw it, I really wanted to make sure I got it. So we are on into Tuesday now for this plan with me. And as I said, there was a lot of things to play with. So she had a lot of these layering shapes. And so here I am. This was a scallop. I just cut it in half and then layered a box on top. This was, the week I think started out kind of rainy for this week. Hence me getting to work late. It just, it is what it is. And then that Tuesday, we had thunderstorms that morning, pretty much like for the whole early part of the day. And so that kind of threw the whole entire day off. Patients were arriving late, because it took a while for their transportation to get there. So just doing a lot of phone calls, trying to check in, make sure that their transportation was still bringing them to their treatment, because that was still important for them to make it. Or if they couldn't, trying to get them rescheduled for the next day. I really like Maria's floral page. What I've noticed is that a lot of deco pages, like floral deco pages, have kind of larger bouquets. And I don't mind having like larger bouquets, but I also want some smaller ones. And some of them I've noticed like they might have just a couple larger ones and then like some single pieces. And I like a mixture of sizes when it comes to my florals. Sometimes when they're really big, when you go to cut them, like you don't get a lot of variation in the piece because it's so big. So I like to have different sizes. I had a deco sheet also from Alyssa's craft shop, with the same florals on it, but her pieces were bigger, larger. So I was using some of those, incorporated some of those in there as well. To use for when I needed a little bit of a bigger piece. But I do really like the size that Maria has in her kit. And here I was just having some issues. I had found the perfect sticker for, it was a bundt cake, and I had went to Nothing But Cakes. So it was the perfect sticker, but it was a little bit on the larger side. And when I went to pull it up, the paper just completely came up from off the sticky backing. And so, of course, I mean, it was ruined after that. What was I going to do? And I don't know why that happened. I've never had that happen before with the paper shard sticker, but I don't know. Things happen. Here I am marking on Wednesday that one of my patients, so as you guys know, I am a dialysis social worker. And so part of my job is encouraging patients and helping them get on the transplant list so that they can get a kidney transplant. And since transferring to this clinic in August of last year, I was able to get a patient onto the transplant list. He was put on the transplant list in February, and he got a call for a transplant on this day. He had been on dialysis for a little over 5 years, and so that's why he was able to get his transplant fairly quickly, because he already had some time in. But I was just really happy because this was a patient who, I had to, walk him through the transplant process. He was very nervous about, the process, a little, I would probably say, distrustful. And it was a hand holding with him. But I was so happy that, when he came and told me, he was like, this is my last treatment. He's like, I'm going tonight to get my transplant. The best feeling in the world. And his transplant, his surgery was a success. So I'm really, really happy about that. Sometimes patients get comfortable with getting their dialysis treatments, and they forget that there is, a possibility of being able to, have some sense of normalcy with your life, to return to that. And so it takes a lot sometimes encouraging patients who are distrustful of medical professionals so that they can be able to reap those benefits. But that was a really great day. We ran out of some supplies, so I did have to go pick up some from another local clinic. And then that night, we just spent some time with my family. I think we played the Switch that night, and then did a little bit of Zoom with my friend Shanice. This was a week where it was just pretty much myself in the clinic, as far as admin. So I was doing a lot of the admin work. So some of my work I had to get put on the back burner. And so therefore this week I was doing a lot of catching up. There at the bottom, I am marking my daughter's 5-year will check. So I just took some of those larger florals, like I was saying earlier, cut them up, and then added some foil florals. Those were from Sadie Stickers. I added those on top and just layered them across. My daughter turned 5 in February, so when I went to schedule her appointment, usually I have her well checks in her birthday month. But when I went to schedule, I guess I got too late, so they were all scheduled out. So we had to wait until April. But this was I guess, monumentous doctor's appointment, because we did her everything that she needed to do for school. So we did her, her ear check, well, audio check, vision check, all of that, because in August she will be starting kindergarten. So, and she passed everything really good. So I'm happy. Moving on to Friday, I just got French toast with her for breakfast that morning. And then after work, I took her over to visit Mimi so she could see Mimi. And I just layered, this time this was a heart. I don't know. I'm not, who else has hearts in the heart-shaped scallop boxes? I want to say it might be Paper Muse Craft has the heart-shaped scallop boxes in the kit, and I'm not a fan of those. Like, unless it's like, some lovey-dovey moment, I'm not really the biggest fan of using those, but I did use it here to layer up under that circle, and so I like the way that came out. Now, this is probably one of my favorite spots in the spread. These transparent line cutout rectangles, Maria had those on a freebie, and I used one in the sidebar. But here, I took it and layered it behind the box and made it look like a shadow box, and I really liked the way that turned out. That was cool. So I don't know if, because Maria doesn't have foiled pieces in her shop, but if she were, I wonder if she would consider that, because normally it would not be something that I would use. I'd, just be like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But, since we've been doing a lot of new things in the community, I really like how that turned out with that MIDI box. And then Friday night, I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to watch Jurassic Park. So I watched all 3 of Jurassic Parks, the originals. And I cannot wait until June when the last one comes out. I'm so excited that they're combining like all of the main characters. Everybody's going to be in one. I just can't wait. I like Jurassic Park. Love the new ones, love the old ones. Love it. And so then on Saturday, just woke up having a 5-year-old. She comes and crawls in your bed pretty much every morning, so just had some morning snuggles with her. And then here I am once again using those layering pieces that she adds into the kit. This was a circle, and they're so pretty that I didn't really want to cut them in any way, or I didn't want to cover them up too much. So I just layered it here with the icon, just to show that I had some planning time. Which, that was more like planning and filming time, actually. But later that day, I painted my nails, which you actually would have saw in the beginning of the the yellow nails that I had. Unfortunately, as you see, they're not yellow anymore because I don't know what I did. I think I must have, maybe I didn't, I used a new base for my gel nails that week, and it didn't adhere. So they all just kind of rolled up. I'm not sure. It might have also been because right after I did my nails, I went and I got in the tub. So I'm not sure. It could have also gotten water up under it, and that could have messed it up. I'm not sure. I'm still learning this process. Who knows? But, it's you live and you learn. So that night I also styled and dried my hair because I needed to do something to it because it was looking a little crazy, on the crazy side. So did my hair. I think this might have been, this is like the only half box I used in my kit. Tell me, how do you feel? So I have gotten to the point where I'm not a fan of half boxes. I just feel like they're too large. I usually will prefer to use a third box. That's my size of choice. It's a third size box when it comes to the rectangular square boxes. And I like the midi boxes as well. But I do feel like the half boxes are just a little too large for me. So I tend to prefer kits that don't have a lot of half boxes in them. Like I really like how Miss Meow, she recently changed up her format, and she, honestly, I think she may have 2, maybe 3 in her kit. It's not a lot. And that's like perfect for me. It really is perfect. Coming around onto Sunday, I got a view of the Sadie Stickers March Mystery, and I was like, oh my God, I need that. And of course, it's not in the shop anymore. So I put a call out on IG for if anybody wanted to sell theirs. And my lovely friend Jenny from Jenny and Her Plans, she was like, I'll sell you mine. So thank you so much, Jenny. And Jenny, just so you know, if you decide to sell April, I'm here. Okay? I'm here. Because just from the mood board, I think it's looking good. I'm still trying to decide. I don't know. I may go pick it up. Who knows? I layered those butterflies again under that circle. And we had some wings and stuff for dinner. Thank you guys.